Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and Atheist 1-2. This is for the absolute positive good God and truth of your lives, only crossing bigger and better. If you think about anything good in your life, right, you'll say to yourself, the good of you, right, is the God of you. I mean, if it's good, it's God, okay? And as truth, right, that good to you, that God of you, right, can only be more positive than anything negative about it, right? That's the only good of God as truth all will ever know or be. Whether you're a Muslim, Christian, Jew, or an atheist 1-2, you hear me? Now, atheists believe that there's no God, okay, or there hasn't been proven to be any God. But like I just said, the good of you, right, the peak of all things good in your life, right, we can say that's the God of you if it's God, or if it's good, it's God. That's the truth, and that truth is only one more positive than all negativity. And that good God and truth of you is to be Christ-like, okay? See, I want to show you something. Anything good of you, right, as the God of you, right, as the truth of you, right, can only make you more positive than anything negative about your life, right? And in reality, that more positive than negative is the absolute bigger better of you here and now, alive and well. You can't come to no harm. You can't sustain, suffer out of existence for that, decay, disintegrate, or die of that. In reality check, negativity is the state that all embody of matter, of shape, form, and mass, right, is stated with decay and disintegration, right? It's the only suffering, aged out death of anybody, of anything, you see? And in reality, every time you cross negative with negativity, it's the incarnate she, he, shaft, and devil of all people, places, and things. I mean, think about it, right? To cross negative with negativity is the she, he, shaft, and devil of you, me, the buildings, trees, everybody, of everything. And in reality check, it can only be stated through the faith of people because, listen to me, not that all faith is inherently bad, evil, or sinful, because all faith does have positive variables, but no faith is good as truth. If it was, we'd all be good as truth for our faith. So here's the reality check of it, right? When you crisscross with faith, you state that things cross bad, evil, and sinful, and you are blind to the fact that those things are just negative in your life. And you always have to bring them back to a more positive way, good with God as truth, right? Christ-like, to be the absolute bigger, better here and now than all faithful negativity of them. Listen, to state one more positive, preset yourself to state one more positive than negative always, right, is the only way you can add up, stay, or be good as truth. And that good as truth is only to an absolute bigger, better here and now of you, alive and well. It's the bad, evil, sinful way of nothing, okay? It's the faith of nothing, and it's the neutral nothing, you see? Once you know to do more positive than negative, Christ-like, right, is the only way you can add up, stay, or be good as truth. What do you need faith for? You don't. Where's neutral in that equation? It doesn't exist, because in reality, you know, if you don't feel more positive, balanced out, good as truth to the bigger, better of your shape, form, and mass, here and now in reality check, right? You're not. You're just negative of it, okay? And I'd like to state this too. Anywhere on the planet, it's not stated by mankind more positive than anything negative about it, right? It's just stated negative through the faithful leadership of it. Your whole body, everybody of everything everywhere, right, that is made of matter is only made of atom matter evolved. Now, this atom matter is only stated one way, more positive than anything negative that would not have it here and now, right? It's only cradled by a universe, right, that it exists in, one more positive than anything negative that would not have it here and now, okay? And the good truth of God of this atom matter evolved is it only bonds with two or more atoms more positive than anything that would not have it here and now. Okay? More positive than any negativity of it that would not have it here and now. Okay? Only preset yourself to cross one more positive than all negativity, always as the good of God of you, as the truth of God of you, as the peak of the good God and truth of you, only crossing to an absolute bigger, better here and now than anything negative. Does that mean you won't be blindsided with negativity? No, we have all space and time and every kind of foolish, undefined thing in the world coming at us. But in reality, it will never destroy you by choice to one neutral nothing. Well, a blind choice of faith to one neutral nothing. You will always be able to identify that's no bad, evil, sinful way. It's just always negative of being more positive, and that's what you always got to do is bring it back to a more enlightened, positive state of being to be good as truth. The state of one more positive than negative is the only light, joy, warmth, good God, or truth, holy with spirit, all will ever know or be. It's the only state that all in body of atom matter evolved is stated good to the truth of God, of their shape, form, mass, only crossing to an absolute bigger, better here and now than all negativity. It's the only state that all prayers are answered in, all dreams come true in, all miracles happen in, and it's the only heavenly abode or paradise you will ever know or be in. Jesus didn't die for the hallucinations of your faith. He set the example that never dies as the good God and truth of his life, lasting only to an absolute bigger, better here and now than all crucifixions of negativity. He was a man who was only stated one more positive than all faithful negativity. When they put him on the cross, the thief understood the good truth of Jesus, bonded one more positive than all negativity between them, right? That was hanging that full of faith and all those fools that put him up there to one neutral nothing, just infinitely negative of them here and now. And they stole their lives back. The thief rode back the tomb for Jesus, right? Sent him on his rightful, truthful way. Mary seen the thief, right? Shining. She said, happy to be alive. She said, where'd he go? Where's he at? What happened to him? He said, I sent him on his rightful, truthful way, alive and well that way. And she gave him a kiss and called him an angel. And this is how this story went. Now, if you plug a plug into the wall, right, the positive has to outweigh anything negative about that plug, right, the matter of it. Or you could possibly burn your house down, or you won't have enough energy to sustain. And your body's the same way, right? But as long as you plug that plug in, and that positive outweighs anything negative about that plug, right? That outlet is good, and there's zero chance that you can burn your house down or won't have enough energy to sustain it. And again, your body is the same way. You're half male and you're half female. Only cross one more positive with energy than all female matters of negativity about you, right? Ground out all negativity with the good God and truth of the example and life of Jesus Christ. Only one more positive than anything negative about it. If you do, there's zero chance, right, by choice, you can ever be destroyed for that, right? Or come to any harm you can't sustain or die of that. And that's a fact of God, check. That's God, truth, reality, check. Inside all atoms are protons and neutrons. And on the outside of all atoms is the electron field. Okay? Everything puts off its own energy that isn't you, right? And depending on how you absorb this energy, either more positive or more negative, depends on if it states you good as truth or negatively deficient of what is good as truth, okay? Inside the proton is 2 up quarks, 1 down quark. Inside the neutron is 2 down quarks, 1 up quark of energy. They're both totally different polarities of energy, right? The proton is the positive energy of God. It's good as truth, okay? And the neutron isn't neutral, and it can't sustain its own energy, okay? And it's not nothing of a charge. What happens is this, right? If the proton doesn't always overwhelm the neutron, right, then that neutron, right, is in a state of radioactive decay and disintegration. And it releases electrons through your body, right, that breaks the bonding matter of you, or it mutates the bonding matter of you with negative energy. And this is what causes all these cancers, diabetes, heart disease, lung disease, strokes, you name it. It's what causes it. And here's the reality check of what I know about it, right? As long as that neutron, right, stays more positively overwhelmed, or the neutrons of your body stay more positively charged as a whole, bigger and better than any negativity of them, right? It's the neutral of nothing. It's just nothing of a negative charge to your embodiment of matter. See, the neutron is the soul and the matter of you, and it's always craving to be stabilized more positive than any negative charges about it, right? And when you cross more positive than negative, right, through your choice always, right, it overwhelms any negativity of that neutron, and it makes it nothing. It cannot decay and disintegrate you to one neutral nothing, just infinitely negative of you here and now. On the outside of an atom, a neutron, right, when it's not stabilized more positive and protonic always, right, is in a state of radioactive decay and disintegration back to energy, and it's the neutral nothing. When this neutron becomes part of a neutron star and it's not overwhelmed more protonic than anything negatively neutronic about it, right, it pulsates with this energy, right? And what happens is eventually this energy snakes its matter and it collapses into a black hole abyss, right? And that black hole abyss is just infinitely negative of it here and now, good as the truth of God of its shape, form, and mass, right, being expressed. Okay, but as long as that neutron star has a more protonic charge than a negative one, right, it can last billions and billions of years, and your body's created the same way. As long as you keep the neutrons of you more protonic than negatively neutronic with the charge of the electron field of you, right, with the world around you that you have to take in and absorb, and you only make your life bigger and better, more positive than negative, you are good. That's the truth. Billions and billions of years. Well, let me say something to you. A neutron star doesn't have a mind of its own. You do. As a child of God and as the inheritor of the universe. If you hear me out and listen to what I'm telling you, I state no lie to you. But just like that neutron star, right, when you crisscross negative with negativity, right, stating that the world crisscrosses bad, evil, or simple through your leadership, right, what happens is you snake the reality of the neutron, okay? You snake it from positive to negative, and you can only crisscross negative with negativity through the face of you, because all else is only crossing more positive than negative always, even though all faith has positive variables, right? Because it doesn't know that's the only good God and truth of it to be more positive than negative, it's always negatively deficient to what is good as truth. And that's why since Adam and Eve, right, if faith was good as truth, that's all we'd be for it, but it's not. It's always biasly deficient to what is good as truth. It's a crisscrossing negative on the matter of you, okay? It's two ways to where good truth is only one way, one more positive than all negativity, okay? To where faith has a spectrum, your faith could cross you good or it could cross you bad, evil, or sinful, you see? With hallucinations, right? Nutty and fruity, a bushwhack on your matter. And every time you crisscross negative with negativity, it snakes the matter of you with energy, right? And to cross negative with negativity is to incarnate she, he, shafty, devil of all people, places, and things. And from the mind through the body to the world, you're in a state of radioactive decay and disintegration, crisscrossing all you are, this bad, evil, sinful way, to one neutral nothing of you here and now, just infinitely negative of you here and now with the devilish hells of you forevermore. Don't be that guy. Don't be that gal. Listen to me. I don't care who you are, Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist, one, two. You deserve a chance to thrive. You deserve a chance to live. You deserve a chance to be the bigger and better than all negativity. with no bias. You hear me? True brotherly love. True fellowship. And this is the real all of all I am. It's the description of agape. It's true brotherly love, because I know in reality, the bigger and better, more positive your lives are, good as truth, the bigger and better mine will be as a reflection back to the world. And this is all I want for any and all of you. And in reality check, I won't stop until it's done. Hopefully, I can get all of you guys to like, subscribe, and share. I've been doing my title head wrong with emojis, so you might want to go back through my videos, study the things that I'm telling you, right? And like I said, like, subscribe, and share, because the algorithm hasn't been picking them up over the emojis. And I'm changing my title head just so it does. But again, I want to just say this to all of you, and I want you to think really hard about this, okay? The state of one more positive than negative is the only light, joy, warmth, good God, or truth, holy with spirit, all of all will ever know or be. It's the only state that all of all in body of atom matter evolved, right, is stated good to the truth of God, of their shape, form, mass, only crossing to an absolute bigger, better here and now of reality check. With the buildings, trees, you, me, every body of everything, creation applied, one to the here and now existence of all, God, true reality check. Where two or more atoms cross and bond, one more positive than negative, Christ-like, they make the good God and truth of every shape, form, and mass you can think of, not to exclude every dimension of time and space you can think of, but every shape, form, and mass of the God of all, reality check, I am the good God and truth of Jesus Christ of all, I am the thieving Holy Spirit out of all mankind's negativity to one neutral nothing I absolutely positively am. King Adamas of all things good and lasting, the 3 times male, God, King, Adam, man, first evolved the triple male of all I am. And that is a fact of God check. God bless all of you. That is God, truth, a reality check. Peace.